This podcast was produced by OAR FM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On Air.
Hi, welcome to Diversity Dispatch, your local queer and rainbow podcast. What's poppin', guys? Hello, how are we? I've decided that I've been chatting with the other people in the studio today. I'm going to bring some energy to this one. Not that I have anything to talk about, as usual. How are we? How are we doing? I've had not an eventful couple weeks, but it's eventful because it was uneventful. What did I get up to? All right, so the last 2 weeks, I got over my cold, my flu that I was ailed with last time I was in. And that was great. That lasted for about a week. And as you can probably hear, I'm a little bit rattly again. Which has developed over the last few days. So it's like, yay! One flu and then on to the next. But yeah, block break has started for the Polytech, which I'm really grateful for because I've been a bit overwhelmed for the last few months. Yeah, just chilling, just hanging out. Yeah, so I got the block break. I also, my class didn't really have, it only had like 2 assessments to hand in for the last week, so they didn't take attendance for the last week of classes, so I just didn't go, as they encouraged. So yeah, now I've been free for an extra week, which was nice. I got a tattoo. Nada Jinx at Subconscious Studios. Go check her out. She's an apprentice. She does amazing work. She designed this orbital map for me, and now that's on my back. It was a great 4 or 5 hours in the studio just chilling. Yeah, it was funny because we've discussed hypermobility previously with the old ones. That if you were there, you'll know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say their name. And the Hat Man, who's always been here. Yeah, we discussed hypermobility and everything. And so this was my second tattoo ever. My first one, I was with Nada Jinx as well, because I was poor and I needed an apprentice to be able to afford it. But when I got that one touched up a couple months after, we were talking about it because it didn't heal weirdly. It just healed differently to usual. And I was having a lot of trouble with the second skins and getting them to stay on. And then I briefly mentioned that like, oh yeah, I'm like going through the process to get diagnosed with hypermobility. And she was like, oh, if that's connective tissue, that's probably why it's healing weird. And I had never, I hadn't considered that when I went in initially. So that was funny. But yeah, we figured that one out. And then, yeah, so this was last week. Oh, wow, it's almost been a week. It's almost been a week since I got my tattoo. Yeah, I went in and we did that and it was cool. And then the second skin came off as soon as I got home, which was sweet. So yeah, that was cool. I decided to get it in like a dark green ink rather than a black because it reminds me of like that old HUD style, you know, like yes, I immediately think of the Fallout 4 I forget what it's called, the display that you have on your wrist in the game. It always makes me think of that. It's that kind of green, which I quite enjoy, and I think I mentioned it already, it's an orbital map, so it tracks the orbit and intersections of the planets in our solar system. And yeah, Nada Jinx designed it for me after I sent her like a mood board and a vague idea of what I wanted the shape to sort of be like on my back. Yeah, she did an amazing job. I'm very happy with it. And yeah, it was the reason I talk about hypermobility though is because it was quite funny when I went in and I just what was it? We were going through, and I had to sort of like sit in a weird position so that we could both be a little more comfortable for the 4 or 5 hours that we were sitting there. And yeah, she mentions like, oh yeah, like we sort of need to stretch the skin as taut as we can, so this is easier. It was like the lower part of my back at that point. I was like, oh, easy. And then I just folded it in half because I am hypermobile like that. And she was like, oh, that's actually like really awesome. And so we went on like that for a while after that, and it worked. It was good. So I was like, oh yeah, one upside to being hypermobile, which still haven't like heard back from when my further investigation appointment is supposed to be. But also I discovered like a number of places don't have my correct address. So I'm just kind of like I'm trying to update them because I've moved house 1, 2, 3 times in the last year. So it's been a little bit difficult like updating my address 3 times for everything. It's been a little frustrating. Oh look, there's a window in the recording booth and Diversity Dispatch just came up and I need to get new art for that because that's got Ricky and Percy on it and not me. But yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about anymore. Tattoos. Tattoos are fun and cool and awesome. I really don't remember what I was talking about. Excuse me. But yeah, we're just gonna talk about stuff and chill out and hang out. I'm a little bit of a gamer. I have my highs and lows with gaming, and recently I've been into gaming because I've had so much free time, and I really do love my free time. I'm someone that needs a lot of time alone, I've decided, and having this time alone, like I'm more productive. I get so much stuff done when I'm alone, but if anyone else is even in the same house as me, like if my roommate is home, I like can't do anything. And it's very inconvenient for things like laundry and dishes and like making meals. But yeah, once again, forgotten immediately what I was talking about. You can do it, Miles. You can think of what you were thinking. No, it's gone. Gaming. I love my alone time. I'm more productive. I'm happier when I'm alone. I like to work independently, so like having my privacy to do my work. It's probably an ADHD thing, but because I've heard a lot of people who are diagnosed with ADHD who are like, yeah, like as soon as someone tells me to do something, like I can't get it done. And I sort of feel like if anyone's in proximity to me, they're like expecting me or telling me to do something. So I just need to be left alone. But anyway, gaming. Love gaming. Excuse me. Yeah, love gaming. I've been playing Dredge, if you're familiar, which I'm going to double check that now. I believe the game studio is actually from New Zealand because I finished the game last night. I've like had a few goes at it just like to get through it. But last night I finished the game for the first time, which was pretty cool. And there was a lot of like New Zealand stuff in the credits. So I want to know if the studio that developed it, is Dredge a New Zealand game? Dredge is a fishing game that's been developed by a new indie studio that's based in New Zealand. Yes, okay, so Black Salt Games did Dredge, and I actually should have checked the date for when that was released. 2023? Yeah, released March 2023. So it's relatively new in the grand scheme of things. But it's this fishing horror game. It is a horror game. Well, is it a horror game? It's got horror elements to it. But I finished the game for the first time, and now I'm going to go back and like get all the... Because there's a fishing game, there's a lot... The map, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... About 6 different like biomes in the map, and you can get probably like probably like 5 to 10 different varieties of fish, and then each of those kinds of fish have 1 to 3 versions of them as well, like shinies if you're into Pokemon. But yeah, so there's somewhere around like 100 probably. I'm gonna look that up too, because I have my phone and I have data today, which is nice. Dredge game, how many fish? There are a total of 67 species of fish in the base game, along with 84 of the variations. Yeah. So there's... What does that make that? About 150 different things. And then there's all, like, the item collectibles as well. But anyway, I finished the game. I'm going to go back and, like, get all the items, all the everything, unlock everything, just to get that completion done. Because I very rarely will, like, 100% a game. I did it with Firewatch, which is another indie horror. I love Firewatch. Who did Firewatch? Let me see who did Firewatch. Because it's following this guy who, after his wife, like, gets, what is it, early onset dementia or something, he goes and spends a summer in a national park as a ranger to keep an eye on the fires and everything, and he slowly uncovers a conspiracy developed by Campo Santo and released published by the developer in partnership with Panic. But anyway, it's a really good game, story driven. I'm a sucker for a story driven game. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. But that's the other one that I've 100%ed, which I'm quite pleased with. I like looking at all the Steam achievements on my Steam profile. I'm playing Dredge on my dad's PS5 though. So that's get to keep an eye on all the achievements. But apparently I've only gotten, 21 out of like 60 achievements, which, considering I completed the game and did do like a fair amount of the collecting of different things as well, I was surprised. So I'm probably going to have to go and look at like what the achievements are to get them all, which is unfortunate because I like sort of just completing everything on my own. Another video game that, because I'm a sucker for story-driven games. So I'm going to say these are my top 4 games is... Oh, wait, top 4? Yeah, top 4. No, top 3. Top 3 is The Last of Us 1, specifically. I'm not as into 2. I've actually never even finished The Last of Us 2. Until Dawn, which is another spectacular game. Again, not into the remake, really. I prefer the original. And a series based on the game is coming out soon, but I saw a trailer and they only, like, one of the main antagonists in the original game is only in, like, one clip of it, and they've got, like, all these other antagonists that you never see in the video game. And I get that you're not going to please everyone, and a lot of people are going to be pleased by this series, and, like, power to you. But, I just wish it was essentially just a retelling of the original storyline. Or, like, the core storyline, I guess. Which is hard to keep track of because it is a choose-your-own-story game. Which is sort of what I wanted to see from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie as well, was just basically a retelling of the lore, because I am into FNAF as well, because I'm that generation. FNAF 2, the movie, is coming out some point. I saw a trailer for it. It looked okay. Not as good as the first one did, which was disappointing and displeasing. But yeah, I'll go watch it because I am a bit of a diehard fan of the series. Yeah, I am that generation where we watched all the YouTubers play all the horror games and now are slowly going through them and playing them ourselves. So I have been... Jeez, because I remember my granddad bought Until Dawn for me for the PS4, and I remember I was 2 years younger than the age restriction was, so I must have, because I know it's R16, so I must have been 14, And I played it through probably about 3 times. And then I put it away for a while. And then I went back to it and played through it another couple times. Raise your hand if you hate Emily. Oh my god, that is the character that I hate the most in the entire game. She's an incredible character, she has development and all like that. I just don't like her personality, and that's so realistic, isn't it? I love when you can hate a character, not because they're badly written, but because they're just a douche. Yeah. Yeah, what was I saying? Dredge. I like Dredge. Dredge is a good game. I like to turn them... I will do this a lot, and I think this is pretty common with people that like to grind in a game. It's like I'll turn the in-game music off and just play my own music while I play the video game. Which yeah. Story games. Life. Tattoos. I had a tattoo once. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what else I can talk about, because I really have, I've been enjoying the solitude in the last couple weeks. It's been wonderful and lovely, and I've been loving it. Yeah. Let's look up some conversation prompts. Oh yeah, there's the actually I don't even need to do that. There's the outages that have been, or the internet outage today. Because if you've been following, I've mentioned it a few times, this is recorded on Wednesdays and then released the Thursdays. So for me it's Wednesday, for you it's Thursday. So for you guys yesterday, for me today. The internet is all screwed in Dunedin / Otago region. And I think I saw someone say that it was all of New Zealand, but I don't know how much I believe that. But yeah, it's been very inconvenient for me because my EA account got logged out of somehow. Because it coincided with an update of the terms and services, and when I tried to log on and accept, it wouldn't because of the internet. So now I'm logged out of my EA account and I can't log back in without internet. So I can't play The Sims, which has been another one of my current hyperfixations, which is very annoying. I have had some internet working though. On my phone, sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. On my computer, it won't work at all. Haven't looked at my smart TV or the PlayStation, but I assume it's not working on those because they're even more fussy than my computer. But yeah, it's very annoying, very irritating. Because I just want to play video games. I just want to play video games. But yeah, so I left the house early today because I was bored. And I went to Kmart and I got one of those little Bluetooth to FM transmitters, because I meant to get one over a year ago before I moved up to Dunedin. And then I just didn't do it. But now I have got one, and I don't know if it's I forget what it's called, the thing that you put, the thing that's supposed to be for lighting your cigarettes in your car. I don't know if mine's busted or if the little thing I got is busted. But it's very, very on and off. So I've just I've got it set up and I'm just not touching it. It can stay like that. It's as long as I don't touch it, it'll be fine, I hope. But it's nice having music and not having ads. My family back home, they have Spotify Premium, and I'm still on their family plan, so I get Spotify Premium for free, which means I don't have to listen to ads and I can download all the stuff. It is pretty cool. But yeah, that's very convenient for me because they all use Spotify Premium, so even if they did kick me off the plan, they would still be getting it. So it's I am benefiting and they are not losing anything. So hooray for me. Okay, now it's time to look up conversation topics. As we always do. I should really... you know what? I had the idea. Why don't I set up a podcast Instagram account on the pod? And we've got 5 minutes, so I'm sure we can do that. Let me just turn the volume on my phone off so I don't get surprised or anything. Add Instagram account. Create new account. Username. You can always change it later. Is it gonna... Okay, username. Diversity Dispatch. Usernames can only use... Oh, because I put a space in there. I'm just gonna... The username diversity... Okay, it's not available. Well, screw you then. Okay, diversity.dispatch with a capital D and a capital D. Share logins. No thank you. I'm going to create a password and you guys don't get to know what it is. Save. Oh, I don't want to add... Oh, I have to... Okay, I have to make an email. Gmail. I love that Gmail, you can just make emails and they don't question it. Okay, set up a Google account. Oh, I've got to set up a whole account. I can't just do the email. Dang it. Email or log on. Wait. Oh, create account. For my work or business. First name. Diversity. Last name. Dispatch. Birthday. Nah. Oh, it makes me? Why do I need a gender? Customized. What's your gender? NA. Please refer to me as other. What's the... Oh. When was the podcast born? Let's see. I should probably know this as the host, but I don't. Oh man, what if the podcast birthday has been? I've got to celebrate the podcast birthday. Diversity Dispatch. About society. Okay, scrolling back to... Okay, so it was... I did miss the birthday. It was the 10th of February. Okay. 10th of February, 2023. Oh, wait, but that's gonna lock me out of stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna put my own information in there. I can't be bothered. Gender, male, because that is what I identify as. Okay, diversitydispatch@gmail.com. And you know what? This is going to become one of those ones that you see... You don't see them so much anymore, but like a Q&A thing, and you guys can send in stuff. And I will read it on air, and I will heavily censor it if need be, because this is a PG podcast, guys. Create a password. Dang it. Okay, what did I make the... Okay. Agree. I'm not going to read the T's and C's because I'm disgusting. Anyone see that South Park episode where they... Quite literally the plot is they don't read the terms and services on these devices and they end up all agreeing to become a human centipede. It's pretty gross. I've watched like very few South Park episodes just because my family would watch it in the same room as me. Just a few moments. Oh gosh, there's 2 minutes left. We can do this. Come on, phone. You can do it. Let me pat the phone. Patting the phone will make it go faster, right? If you can barely hear that. Come on. It says just a few moments, but I swear it's been like a few moments and it's still going. Oh, we might have to resume next time. I want to at least get the Instagram set up and then you guys can message the Instagram if you care that much. Okay, log in. Quickly. Come on. Yes, it's me. Come on. We can do this. Come on, guys. 1 minute, 16 seconds. Diversity Dispatch @gmail.com. Come on. What? Why doesn't it exist? Oh, this account already exists. Oh, because it's already logged in. Oh, cool. Okay. Instagram. Come on. Email. diversitydispatch@gmail.com. Come on. Enter the confirmation. 45 seconds. Oh, no. Oh, God. Come on. Where's my... Okay, there's the code. Copy, because I feel like I probably shouldn't read that on air. Go. Welcome. Complete sign up. No, come on. Just do it. Try again later. Registering. Come on. Welcome to Instagram. Let me in. All right. Capital D Diversity Capital D Dispatch is live. I will make sure it's live on Instagram by the time this is. Okay. Have a great time, guys, and we will see you in a couple weeks, and hopefully you guys will have sent some stuff and I can have something to talk about finally. All right. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening. Diversity Dispatch is a fortnightly show aired Thursdays at 5 p.m. Tune in next time on oar.org.nz or wherever you listen to your podcasts for more queer and diverse content. Over and out.
This podcast was produced by OAR FM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On the Air.